good afternoon. Now, dear friends, you may think that for someone who said he's got a cold, he sounds remarkably healthy, and I would tend to agree with you. Um, Interaction into the room. Okay, I had a really bad cold last night. Well, I thought I had anyway. I was sneezing and I was generally messing about. Woke up this morning, not a sign of it. Having said that, my forehead feels very tight and I've got a bit of a croaky throat and all that, so who knows. Um, so anyway, I thought I'd just get on because my wife's gone to work again and she's working overtime, bless her, all she's worth, to try and earn a bit of extra dollars for Christmas and get the time off. And it just doesn't seem really worthwhile me keep on sort of sitting there on my own doing nothing, so I thought I'd come on for a bit of company as well. What I want to do though, before I do all that, I'm going to do this. Now, if you remember rightly, last time we got cut off in our prime, basically. What happened was I was playing and I played for 30 minutes and we found out that the guy who originally sent us out on the grunt hunts is dead, and then the guy who's taken over wants us to bring down the rust king, and then we got disconnected. So what I'm going to do first, because I'm overloaded, I'm going to try and find some tool benches somewhere to cure that problem, if I can. Get down there. I thought we could take that last time. I was well excited about that. I've got quite some amusing stories to tell you as well about the cats and ourselves. Basically, my wife's been working overtime, as you all know, and she's been coming home, and I thought she was feeding the cats dry food. So I have 2 pouches of wet food, one in the morning, one in the evening, and dry food in between. So I thought she'd been putting dry food down. Turns out she's been feeding them wet food in the early hours of the morning, between sort of 3 and 4 o'clock. And then thinking they're having letting me have a lay, and I've been waking up and giving them another lot. So they've had like well, yeah, they normally have 2 pouches. They've had 4 pouches of wet food a day for the last couple of days. Yes, I think we're going to have to stop doing that, otherwise they're going to be really big fat cats. Now, the reason we're up at 298 is because we're carrying a lot of stuff, and maybe can we get rid of any of this, any weaponry for a start we don't use. I don't think we've got any weaponry, but it's worth a try. Hopefully we're going to stay online this time. Get rid of that, we don't use that. Tesla rifle, does a lot of damage. I think that's one of our ones that we use quite often. I never have used that assaultron head, don't really need that. Yeah, so that takes us underweight, and we'll keep the rest of the stuff. I still want to find a tool bench to get rid of all the rest of it, if I can, that is. Get rid of some straight away. I'm taking all the rest of it. Right, I'm over encumbered again. Oh dear. Right, bit squeaky voice there as well. Did you notice that? Kitchens. Don't want kitchens somewhere. I haven't explored this place anyway lately, so I want to try and explore this a bit as well. I want some tool benches. We're back here again. We were here a minute ago. So that's fine. I guess I've run into a death claw. Must be some tool benches around here somewhere. What's the point of that stairway then? Doesn't go anywhere. Oh, it does go to that doorway. That's Rust's, not Rust, that's Runt's headquarters, I think, or was. So, we can either actually become unencumbered by getting a bit bloodied, which is another thing that's should be fairly easy to do. We've got loads of food. that and get some food and drink. Possum meat, that gives a bit of radiation. So this is 300. Got a steak. 306. Carry weight booster, I forgot about that. Well, here we are, 3 days away from Christmas. Starting to feel a bit more like it now, anyway. But still not 100% there yet with the cold and everything. So I don't know what happened. I just started sneezing at work yesterday, and that was it. So yeah, not good. Food and drink. I'm trying to find where the weight lift, weight thing is. Carry weight is, isn't it? That's not there. Is it aid? Perhaps we haven't got any. No, definitely looks like we haven't got any. Anyway, we're not unencumbered now, over encumbered now, should I say. Let's go down to this insurrection and find out what's going on about this, about the Rust King. It's probably bound to be something we can't do anything about, or without a team anyway. That's it, before I go down here. Hopefully, this should keep going long enough. I really don't want to end up getting disconnected like I did last time. I swear there were some tool benches in here. I can't seem to find them at the moment. Never mind, we'll go and do this interaction thing, which is in here, I think. Right. I've got talking to this thing. Right, okay. What's that take? What? Hello, Diana. Welcome in. As I was saying a minute ago, I don't know if you heard, but last night I was feeling really rough, and today for some reason I seem to be a hell of a lot better. So yeah, don't know what's going on there. Right, so we're going in to find out about this Brahmin, wasn't it? We've got to come in and find out what they want us to do about getting rid of the Rust King. We're supposed to be taking his place apparently, although I can't see it happening with me. I can't get out of here. Try open the door the other way then. It's better. Got loads of stuff here to take up, pick up. Bobby pins, toilet paper. Always good to use some toilet paper. Springs and gears. We can always do with them as well. I am. I still feel very tight. My head feels very tight. I think it may have just been I do take I use a sleep apnea machine, and maybe it's something to do with that. Perhaps I just sort of dried out my sinuses now, just reacting to that. I don't know. Doesn't matter anyway. Gun there. We don't really need that. Okay, let's talk to this guy. See what he wants to do anyway. And I've heard you wanted to see me. Yeah. So I need to put the volume up on my monitor. Won't be a second. I can't. Okay, I won't then. Yeah, absolutely. Go fan, welcome in. This is the rusking they're talking about. I want to try and put the volume up on my TV, on my monitor, because it's not really doing anything. But it means close the window. I'll have to keep going. Right, okay. Actually, like him, he's strong. It's impressive. Or he seems like, yeah. Okay, we'll go for his strong and impressive. The door thing, I think, is a design flaw. I very often get caught up behind doors. All right, okay, we've got to do something for him, of course we have. Yeah, I can do that, says he, hopefully. Okay, find the radar patrol. That hopefully that should be quite easy. What's this say? C866H2 NO2. Yeah, NO2, not nitrous oxide. NO3, not sure what that is. He's making a bomb, whatever it is. Right, okay, so let's get out of here. I'm going to go on into the map and do it because it's a pain trying to get out of this place. And it seems like it's up here somewhere. Right, so you're about to see me get slaughtered for the first time today. Incidentally, I had to change the overlay because basically it was getting in the way of the thumbnail. What I do when I finish a video is I'll run a scene through till I find the thumbnail I want, and then I'll edit it so I cut out the how was I saying? I edit it until I cut out the overlay, and I was doing that and I was ending up with nothing usable. So I had to edit this so I could do it that way. Have you done a new opening season, Dom Pedro Revolver? No, I haven't. I don't play that often, in all honesty. It's just like a 2 or 3 hour thing for me, and that's it. But I'm hoping in the new year to find some more time to do it. The problem is, after about 3 hours, as I said, I am sort of 64 years old, and after 3 hours, I start getting tired. Um, so, I mean, I can only play 3 or 4 hours at a time. However, I have not had my Steam Deck out for ages, and I might do that. Really, I need to play as teams. I need to get into events, and there very rarely seems to be any events on while I'm playing, but I will do eventually. All the Brahmin are dead. I've got lots of ammo anyway, if nothing else. I'll do that for. Right, okay, so we're going to go along here and up. I take it what the revolver would be, a 4.5, something like that. So going upstairs again. Got to resist picking things up until I can actually get into it. Somewhere there's a toolkit thing, tool bench. I've got Holy Fire. I was very grateful to Sentius who gave me Holy Fire. Talking of which, I better join the team actually. Conditions, casual. I'll join a casual team rather than doing anything particularly. Alright, okay, I'll have to have a look into that. Because it does seem to use a lot of battery. Having said that, mine's reasonably good. I've got a laptop as well, and the laptop uses battery like nobody's business. I mean, it gets through a full battery charge in about an hour and a half, if I'm lucky. Whereas the Steam Deck seems to last about 2 hours, because it's obviously optimised for games and so on. to have a look into that when I'm finished. Right, so where are these people? Around somewhere. Ouch. Well, perhaps they're up here then. Out of the laptop and the Steam Deck, I think the laptop was the best thing I bought. Oh, one hit. Thank you. I've got to look at all that again now. We'll start from where we were before. Yeah, I know that it does. The Steam Deck is not neither the Steam Deck or the laptop are any good. Apparently, I went to the local second-hand tech store the other day, and they were saying that most manufacturers of laptops these days recommend that you run them plugged in all the time, which seems to me to defeat the object of having a laptop, really. But there you go. Yeah, not good. So yeah, it looks like no matter what you do, um, you're never going to improve the laptop life. But the Steam Deck seems better. I think in the old days, I don't what sort of battery is it? NiCad or is it lithium? NiCad used to have the memory effect, was what used to mess me up. Oh, um, whereas if you sort of charge it up from half charge, it assumed it was half charge all the time, and you ended up with the battery disappearing on you. Having said that, lithium polymer batteries don't seem to do that these days, so that's okay. See if we can jump up here. I beat you, I ran away. Sorry, I'll read what you said in a moment. I'm stuck on this thing at the moment. I'm trying to be more tactical in these games now. Where is he? He's down there. What do the nadgers look? Nadgers, testicles basically. Where's he gone? Oh, down there. Can you kill me now? Oh, if he's back to life after that, I'm going to be so bugged. Oh, it's one of those. Okay, give up. It's a scorpion thing. Right, back again. I bet he's back to full health after that, unless I can get him while that scorpion's keeping him engaged. Right, let's have a quick read of this. True about laptops, people always look. Yeah, I don't think they put that. I mean, they're trying to make it as cheap as possible thing. Hello, Sentius, welcome in. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better, mate. I still feel a bit coldy and heady and all that sort of thing, but I'm feeling better than I was. Thank you. Perhaps an old Windows 7 laptop, you can only run it for 5 minutes on full battery. Yeah, I had a laptop like that years ago. It was again a Pentium, or Windows XP, I think. And in the end, because of the battery memories, because of the memory thing, I ended up being able to run it for about sort of like, I think it was about 2 minutes, and then it just went straight off again. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from there. I'm hoping this feeling a bit better today is going to last into the evening, because usually it's evenings when I get tired. Um, I'll start feeling a bit ugh. So hopefully it won't be like that. He's up there again. I bet he's got full health now. Look. Yeah, full health. Look at that. Can't even get a rad scorpion dead in now. Daisy, what are you doing? Daisy's playing with a fish. Sorry about this. I've got the cat jumping about on the bed next to me. She's playing with her fish on there, and she's literally diving about all over the show. Um, so this is what we've got to do. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? You get two very easy enemies to kill, and the third one, no, absolute nightmare. Let's see what weapons we've got at our disposal. Must have a better one. Oh no, that's not it. Weapons, here we go. Holy fire, Tesla rifle. Don't find that. I don't think that's going to be much good though. Try holy fire. I had troubles with this one because it's not a weapon that it's not a weapon where you just fire it and then keep firing it. You've actually got to sort of gauge what they're doing to the enemy first. I think it's a bit of a bugger that he keeps coming back to full health. I mean, I suppose he's just using sort of like healing stuff in between, if you want to put it into context with the game. I've got a feeling this holy fire's not going to do any good. He's up there now. Yeah, good point. I will do as soon as I get into a station. I think that's a perk card actually. I'm not entirely sure. Got a perk card gives you a chance to blow up your enemies. Now shall blow stone enemies to tiny bits and all that. He's up there. Of course, would help, I think, a bit if I was to put some power armor on, of course. So that's what gives you the most stats. 313. All 313. He's got a minigun, so won't make a lot of difference there. Okay, I'll put my ultra sight on, basically because it looks cool. This will give me a chance to get within 50 feet of him before he kills me. It does also make it hard to... oh, there's my stuff. And there's this guy. Right. know what? No ammunition. I forgot I hadn't got any fuel. Luckily we've got the power armour on so we can run away. So I'll stop doing that. Weapons. Tesla rifle, let's try that. It does 162 damage, but at least we've got some stuff for it. Yeah, where is he? He's back up there again. Right, okay, that solves a few problems. I only run the irradiated build because it gives me more carry weight when I'm carrying a lot of stuff in my backpack. Interesting that we've got some stuff up here. Where is he? Oh, getting closer. Somebody else is shooting you. Go back this way, I think. Where's he gone? Over there somewhere. He sounds like a 2-year-old, doesn't he? Oh, you're kidding me. Really? Absolutely, really. Can you still see me or hear me? Because I'm having trouble here. Disconnected from server. Oh, sorry, Goat Fan. Yeah, thanks for coming in anyway. I appreciate it. But I think I've just been disconnected again. So all I can really do is come out of this and start again. Right, well, just bear with me because I'm absolutely buggered. It won't let me in. I know my internet's still going because everything else is fine. So I can only assume it's on their end yet again. Winterfest 2025. Wow. I was doing so well with that guy as well. I nearly killed him. Wouldn't have been too long. Right, let's try again. And it's still waiting. See if we can get free. Oh, I don't believe this. 32 minutes again. They're not doing maintenance today, are they? Okay, let's try quitting out of this and see what happens then. We go from there. I want to check on Steam just to see if they're doing maintenance. Steam, let's have a look. It's saying I'm out of it, which is good. Just bear with me a second. Start again from scratch. It just came up with the you've disconnected from server. Presumably I'm connected. Yeah, it's still saying waiting. I can't swap servers even. Could do, I suppose, yeah. Well, it seems to be working there, so we always said we wanted to play a game together, so I suppose it's best to do it now as much as anywhere else, any other time, sorry. So I've got the old Munch robe on today because it's very cold out there today. Well, we're in there, so I presume it's just the public servers or just in the same place. Can I kill this guy or not? Or am I back to the same mission again? Um, Thanks for hosting that, Sentius. That's appreciated, mate. I just want to see what this guy's doing, if he's in a different situation on this server. I must get more into the team aspect of this game eventually, because I mean I tend to play solo most of the time. Yeah, it seems okay, doesn't it? I just wonder why I can't log, because all that I've got is on the loading screen. All it says is waiting. It says waiting as if there's no servers available. Right, okay. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my my main weapon, and we're going to play. I'm going to get back to that again, because it's obviously a fight that's going to take a while. I'm going to see if I can join you wherever you are. First of all, I'm going to go to my camp though. That's me. Try and get rid of this overweight stuff that I've got. Over encumbered, of course I am. But there's one up there, isn't there? That's no good though. Now I know why it is. I'll tell you what I need to do is put on the radiator. Put on the excavator power armour. That gives you extra carry weight. I say normally it says to you it disconnects you and takes you back to the main menu again, but in this one it seems to be disconnecting and saying you can't get into any other servers. So I can only assume there is a problem with some of the servers. Okay, let's go back to my camp anyway, and see what we can do with all this stash stuff we've got. Because I think I've still got it from last time I picked it all up. So are we all sorted out for Christmas anyway? In the retail world, where I'll be tomorrow, everything is completely hectic as it always is. So that's bad news. Scrap some of this stuff. No, that's not. I'm wearing that. That's what I wanted. Right. Okay. Transfer all my stuff into the stash. Gives me a bit of extra carry weight. Come out of my armour. Was it good or bad? Can we make any ammo? That's another good thing. Yeah, we can. Can we do any 5? Yes, we can do 5mm. Good. We can only do one lot of 5mm, but there you go. Okay, that should sort the weight out. Let's just see what weight I've got now. So 243, so that's good. Okay, what to do? Let's go and just see if we can find out. Wow, $200. That's pretty good going. We get absolutely nothing at Asda. We get a bonus in April because their year runs April to April, but um, it's like, 50 quid maximum, £50, nothing. Um, I'll mention the name of my company. I should probably not have done that one. Right, okay. So, so used to people knowing where I work, it doesn't really worry me. Well, in case it doesn't really matter. Asda's is the used to be Walmart. Used to be owned by Walmart, which is the one you guys will know, but it's now sort of semi-independent, basically. Right. What's next? Sweltering whaling. So what are you up to, Sentius? What are you doing in the world at the moment? In Fallout world? I'm having a look to see if there's anything going, but there's not at the moment by the looks of it. Oh, I've got a marker there. Very strange place to put a marker. I'm really at a loss to know what to do at the moment. There's not a lot going on, is there? I could go for this again, but I haven't got really the firepower to do that. Okay, we said about changing the weapon, didn't we? So we can try that. Oh, he's gone again. Never mind. um, I'm fairly sure that the things are perk cards. Let's have a look what we've got. Let's have a look what we've got. We've got 4. Okay. Laugh. Yeah, that'd be useful, wouldn't it? Storm Chaser, gain health regeneration outside in range. Yeah, not that good. Sandman, science weapons. Happy Camper. See, the one I think was, which would it be? There we go. Bleeding enemies you kill have chance to explode based on your luck. Well, that's one of them anyway. Try and see what else I've got here. Right. I think I might go. And we were going to have a look at weapons, weren't we? See what else we can do. My weapons aren't as strong and powerful as they should be. I know that. I know that for a fact. Let's try and modify and repair, see what we can do. I'm sure I looked at this before to see if there's anything else we can do. Foundation's Vengeance. Do a repair in it for a start. Do a workbench repair. Okay, damage increase up to 130%. As health decreases, so that's a blooded weapon again. Currently plus 96%, which is good. Projectiles explode for 20% damage, weapon damage. I can do to that really. Let's have a look at the current mods. Try barrel. See, that gives you a lot more damage as well. Standard barrel. Oh, nice barrel. Accelerated barrel. Draw speed, aim speed, and recoil. Could do that, I suppose. Let's do that one. I don't think there's an awful lot I can do with this one. It's a good weapon, basically. Go back to the map again. I know I'm not really doing a lot today, but I mean, it's just the way things are at the moment. I'm afraid I feel very at a loss, as it were. I suppose we can always go and try and do this mission again. We're back and it's night time again as well. Join the club, yeah, absolutely. This is the trouble with Christmas as well. It's the time of year when everything's most expensive in all sorts of ways, not just in presents and food and all that sort of thing. It's just when bills generally go up more, energy costs are more. Try doing this. Get up there easily, not really. We've got to go upstairs. We could try killing the first two actually. Hello, Sentius. I just see you poking over in the corner there. How do I get out of here? I know there was a doorway here somewhere. I couldn't find it though. Around the corner. That's it. Feels more like a team now. Well, I'll tell you, if you're on for a while, Sentius, maybe try giving me some idea of the places you like to go to pick up various things. See, how come my weapons never got that kind of power? That's what I would like to know. That is really what I'd like to know. Right, grab the supplies which are over here somewhere. Lovely. Right. What weapon is that? I'm just having a look. Some sort of axe. Right, okay. Yeah, you said the other day you were farming for Fusion cores. I'm always running out of fusion cores. Any ideas? I suppose if we go back to Eugene, probably the next stage. Um, so I'll meet you there if you want to come down with me. There we go. Eugene. It's down here. Oh, right, okay. Um, one of these days, if this was right, as you all know, I don't make any money out of this. I do it out of love and kindness, basically. But if I could get like some money, get some monetisation on this, or even a few Patreons, what I would do would be to get Fallout first, because this is the game I keep coming back to time and time again. But all the time, it's not really paying for itself. I can't really afford to buy things. Obviously, my wife would probably say, "Fine, go ahead and do it," but I would feel I can't do that because it's our joint money. We both work for it. Um, right, okay, so we go upwards in 11, so that'll be this way somewhere. Get up there, yep. I can't even get in the stairs. There you go. There he is.
Hope you've got a present for me. Thank you. Now you've proved your intentions to Moose. It's time to get the other
The other two recruits. Okay.
The first recruit is Leonard. He's known in the area for being a wild card. But rumor has it the guy took on a death
That's
row.
nothing, I've done that.
He's holed up at the railroad service yard to run training. We're lucky he's normal and clean. We can't risk him moving again. Get to him first.
Okay, well, we might as well do these two.
After you've recruited the muscle, we need a sharpshooter too. An ex-raider and an expert marksman easily has the biggest kill count in the area. We definitely need her skill for this one. Name's
I thought it was
Magpie.
Maggie
Last
from
I
this,
heard,
Magpie.
trouble brewing around here. She's going nowhere. Find Leonard first.
Warm
I'll
yourself
warn you
out.
though, these people won't do something
You
for
silly
free.
girl.
They'll expect
You
something
know
in
what,
return.
Daisy's just staying on the bed. She's actually worn herself out. She's had a good play with the mouse for a little while, now she's going to sleep. Right, okay, so what's next? Return to Eugene, find Leonard. Let's find Leonard then, shall we? Now, where is he likely to be? Just event going on up there. Free range, no, not with him, no.
I miss working on my old machines.
Beanstalk, that's boring. Reach and clear, we've done loads of times before. Oh, it'd be over this way, wouldn't he? He's in this area. Right, we'll go there then. I haven't used my slug buster for ages. I'd love to get a decent. I don't understand how people make their weapons so powerful in this game. I've tried doing loads of stuff and it just doesn't seem to do it. Right. So it's over this way somewhere. I'm going to change over to my old Foundation weapon because that's a pretty good gun for general day-to-day use. There we go. Foundation's Vengeance. There we are. Okay, let's go over this way and see if we can find this guy Leonard then. Probably got to kill something that he's fighting or something like that, but we'll find him anyway. I think Fallout, you can just dip into this. I mean, this is why I play it so often on you guys. It's not so much a case that it's a great game and I can't wait to play it. it's a case I can play this and I can talk about other things and I can do other things. I know a lot of you take this very seriously, and that's fine, but to me, it's a game that's more relaxation than anything. I die a lot, yeah, but it doesn't seem to matter as much. You're not under so much pressure in this game. If you die, you die. You're just reborn, sort of thing. I'm getting fed up walking. Right, we're in the area, so it's in here somewhere. Oh. See what I mean? Yeah, you're right. Sentence. I blow myself up more often than not. Right, okay, let's go there. Right, let's go and get our stuff back. I don't know why I keep taking it back, because all I want to do is go overweight and. Right, so where are we looking for this guy? He's around up here somewhere. Okay. Who are you shooting at? What? I'm just hearing the theme from the Dam Busters, I don't know why. Just in case you don't know, the Dam Busters was a raid in World War II by a force of British Lancaster bombers to breach the Mona Dam and the Serpa Dam and various other dams in the heart of the Ruhr Valley in Germany. Basically, it was designed to cripple. Basically, it was designed to cripple German production in World War II, and it's one of the proudest sort of moments in British history, to be quite honest. Well, why am I not finding this guy? He's got to be around here somewhere. He's back that way. Yeah, I think I may have mentioned I had thought about doing a quiz for the 23rd. The trouble is, you've got to be sure there's going to be people here, otherwise I'm sitting there doing a quiz by myself. And if you're watching, by the way, and you've looked at my playlist, I hope you appreciate the amount of time it's taken me to put it together. I've got over 300 songs on there now. I've got a doorway here. Right, okay, thanks. I tend not to think of doorways in the size of trains because they generally don't seem to be. Right, okay, let's see what we've got we can nick first of all. There's something down here we can take. No, it's all pretty much rubbish, really. Okay, let's talk to him then.
Hey, I ain't got nothing for you. Rob me and you'll regret it. What the hell are you here for, then? I'm not interested. I can't leave this place. I'm waiting. Waiting for my son. He's been gone a
So we've
while.
got to go and find his son. Another fetch quest.
I want to go looking for him. Word comes back that I'm gone. Or I find something I don't want. Find my own, and I'll do whatever you need me to.
Okay, we'll
Why do you
find him
think
then.
I'm so much of a boss?
Yeah, the dam busters raid was considered to be suicide. Basically, they went into a heavily defended dams with basically wooden struts and canvas in between them. But they did it anyway, and then although the Germans later claimed it didn't shorten the war in any sort of by any considerable margin, it's still considered by most people to be a heroic thing. What's going on here? There's a bit of a lag here. There is a film, The Dam Busters. If you get a chance to catch it, it tells the story of the 617 Squadron, who were the ones who took on the mission. And it's very gung ho, as it is during wartime normally, but it's worth a look. So what's this up here? Why are we following this? Find Owen. Is he up here then? No, he's vanished. Right, just to have a look on the map just to make sure we're not going to be miles away. It's up here somewhere, I would imagine. Oh no, it's round there. So we could go back to where we were before, actually, there. I don't know what it is about Fallout. I play the game for weeks and weeks on end, and I'm really enjoying myself. And all of a sudden, I just get a bit samey. Quite enjoying playing Immortals Phoenix Rising. That's quite good. And now I've found out to fly properly. It should be a lot easier. Right, so we'll go down. We'll go down this way. Can't be much further down. Yeah, I've got a couple more shifts to do now before Christmas. I've got to go in tomorrow and do 10 till 4 in the afternoon, which is a bit. Ugh. And then the next day is even worse. I've got to do. It's got to be in the house somewhere. I've got to do 8 in the morning till 3:30, I think it is. Oh, there he is. Oh dear. Whoops. He might be dead. Well, he's not going to be happy about that, is he? Bless him, his father. Right, back we go then. Oh, we've still got a marker here. Ah, no, right, okay. You kill us, we kill your son. This is our revenge, madman. The raiders own you now. Well, obviously he's going to go absolutely loopy and join us then, isn't he? Okay. Anything else we need to find? Right, return to Leonard, back at the station again then. One thing that I noticed about the playlist when I was making it is a lot of the songs are British artists who are trying to Americanise their work, if you'll pardon the expression. Um, a lot of bands tend to make it. Um, perhaps I'm looking at this the wrong way around. Maybe if I say a lot of Americans tend to not realise that British songs are British because because the artists sound as they're Americans. So whether they're trying to or not, they do. Maybe it's just the way the music is written that's causing the issue. But I watched a video of a girl reacting to 100 songs that you didn't know were British, and nearly everyone she said, "Are they British?" Go back this way again. So, up here. I've yet to find a weapon that can one hit a lot of creatures. I mean, I see it a lot in events. When you go to an event and somebody just hits their or shoots their gun at an enemy, and they just automatically disintegrate. Um, I've never found a weapon that will do that yet. Perhaps I'm misreading the situation. Maybe I have to do something in order to get weapons of that scale, or maybe I'm just no good at wielding. Now we're going to tell him he's not going to be happy with us, is he?
You were gone a while. Tell me you found him.
Nope.
There's no what. No! Fuck! You're mine! How did he die? Now!
Yeah, tell me.
Of course! I'm sick of them! I got him where I wanted him. Got him!
Once again, talking about the playlist, if you do decide to have a look at it, there are over 300 songs on there now. My criteria, there is a criteria. I'm not just putting any song on there that I've vaguely heard. My criteria has got to be she was under 30. She's a millennial. Not millennial. She's a Gen Z, last generation. So she didn't know that a lot of them were British. Anyway, as I was saying, if you look at my playlist, I've tried to include anything which made me feel sort of strong emotion, or just I love the way the tune's put together. I mean, it can be a simple thing like, for instance, I like to hear a song where one verse is being sung and underneath that someone else is singing another verse in the same section. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. There's a song called "You've Got Your Troubles, I've Got Mine," and in it, one of the singers is singing one verse, and another singer singing the other verse in sort of the same time frame. And I love it when that happens, the way they put it all together so that it fits in with the song. I enjoyed. We'll have to get together one day and discuss all this, Centius. For instance, I mean, I love a song. I like the '60s, the stuff, the Phil Spector thing. Although I know he's a nasty piece of work, but the Phil Spector thing was a big favourite of mine. Telstar because it's old ball. Mary Wells, My Guy, because it's like a bit of soul. What was the other one that I thought reminded me of recently? I'd forgotten all about it, and so I started putting this list together. Ruby Winters, I Will. I mean, basically it's a bit of a cruddy, cheesy love song, but I love it. So I mean, all it really needs to be is a song that I've listened to and that's affected me in some way, shape, or form, or I just like the structure of the music. All the ones I put in there, you may not believe it, but all the ones I have put in there are ones that I've liked. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't put in because it's just on the radio all the time, and it's become so commonplace I don't even listen to it anymore. And the other thing is, of course, my big musical influence when I was growing up was Queen, and I thought it would be packed with Queen songs, but I then realised that the ones that I really liked were early Queen. I mean, I'm talking about Queen 2 specifically, White Queen, March of the Black Queen, Father to Son, Seven Seas of Rye. Their early rocky stuff. When you got onto things like what's it called? We Are the Champions. I mean, they were purely and simply doing that because they were considered to be one of the best stadium artists in the world, and they were obviously catering to that market. But Queen's early stuff was a lot more. How can I put it? Technically, it was a lot better, much better. So there's not as much Queen on there as I would have thought, even though they still remain my favourite artists of all time. And of course, yes, Bohemian Rhapsody is there. So I mean, it's songs that I've enjoyed, and I mean, it does form a kind of a playlist of my life because a lot of songs, there's silly ones there. There's a song called Jilted John, as you may have come across, and it's just a really stupid song, but it's great. There's Hazard, which tells the story of the guy who kills it. All these kind of things, anything that's affected me over the years, anything that's made me feel, I like this because, then I've put it in. And so far I've got 300 and I'm still going. Right, slow down, not just yet, wait here for now, okay?
Another 5
put a couple of theme songs in there. There's one, Tom Pace. Oh, um, Maybe. It's called Maybe. And it's about a guy who lives in the forest and is enjoying himself. And it's the theme from the old TV series Grizzly Adams, Life and Times of Grizzly Adams. And I've also put in Black Beauty's theme tune, which is a classical piece of music that was just for the theme of a British TV programme called Black Beauty. And it's a fantastic piece of music. So it's not just all songs that have been picked out of the charts. There's a lot of weird and wonderful stuff in there as well. Yeah, the funny thing was, people say when they hear things like "The Winner Takes It All" from ABBA and "Knowing Me, Knowing You," and they say, "Oh, that sounds like a good breakup song." Well, both them and Fleetwood Mac were the great breakup bands. They made a fortune out of their personal lives. In ABBA, both Bjorn and the other one, I can't remember his name, were in a relationship with the ladies of ABBA, and their breakup actually created several different songs of theirs. Right, find the magpie now. Let's go and do this. We might as well do this mission, get it out of the way, because then it may lead on to other things. I'm assuming they're in Ohio somewhere. Where is it? What we are? Oh, there it is. The chop shop. I quite like Fleetwood Mac. Some early stuff. Go Your Own Way, that kind of thing. That was Fleetwood Mac, wasn't it? Go Your Own Way. But I've tried to steer clear of making it all American because there's a lot of American stuff I do like. For instance, I mean, you could probably add in pretty much all of the Beach Boys output and make a little playlist on your own. And I quite enjoyed the Beach Boys, but not so much as it didn't create as much emotional input to me as a lot of other bands did. So I haven't put them all in there. Not one of those. Rebel Invader. Right, let's go and find this guy. I've tried to put songs in there that I've enjoyed that were for the songs themselves, not just because of the artist. I mean, some of the Beach Boys stuff is absolute rubbish. Same goes for any other band. ABBA, some of their early stuff was just very. Got a shotgunner. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Great. Good start. Okay, so we'll respawn in the same place. I do like songs about people that have. That's the one about Hazard. Hazard, one the guy's accused of killing a girl. There's a couple of other songs about like murders, which were musically pretty lousy. Green Green Grass is Home. That's about guys being executed. A Tom Jones song. Another level up. Where is he? This person. Where is murdering? Where is moaning about? Oh, we don't want the super sledge. And then there's the songs that just completely earworms. You can't. I mentioned before Alfie, I believe. Alfie was a song by Cilla Black, and it's musically it's rubbish. There's no verse structure. The tempo's all over the place, and yet it's probably an earworm that gets stuck in my head. So, yeah, not kidding. It will, won't it? What are we looking for? Must be on the roof. Essentially, show me where to go as usual. Well done, mate. We're out of the search area somewhere. Where is it?
Looky there. More labs.
Ugh. So you're not going to get any, what, from minus several million stars here.
What was that?
Got some ammo there, nothing in it.
Thought you could hide from me?
How come I died? See, that's what I mean. They got guns that kill you straight away. I would find that funny if I knew what an Applebee's was, to be honest, Sentius. It's not one of the things that I'm familiar with, I'm afraid. I'm gradually picking up on American places, but unfortunately that's not what I've come across. Right, so we've got missions to find various things here, including all my loot, even though I don't really want it. Right, what's it up top? So it would imply to me it's up on the... Oh no, it's not. I'm in the area now. I might as well go and get me loot. I'd sort of gathered, yeah, I mean, this is not the sort of food they sell. Although if it's an American restaurant, I'm kind of guessing it's going to be like steaks and so on. Why am I not finding this guy? I'm sure he must be in here somewhere. This is all search area. Right, so we're out of the search area, so it's here somewhere. Yeah, one thing I've never been able to understand about the way you guys do steaks either, you leave it red in the middle. To me, if it's steak's got to be sort of like either done to death or raw. I mean, yeah, I think I see where you are there. No, not there. Ah, doorway, missed it again. I'm always missing doorways in this game. Thank you. Basement. I promise you I'm clicking the button. Yeah, that's power armor. Right, I'm actually pushing the button and A just goes greyed out for some reason. Why would that be, do you reckon? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I hate pink meat. To me, it's either well done or not. You can't have either or sort of thing. I'm having trouble getting out my power armor and all sorts here. Some ammo there. Can do all that. Can you get that door open, Sentius? I seem to be having trouble opening the door. Perhaps it's because I'm in a team. Tank ammo. Fuel. Could do with that. What's this? Customer complaints. Beef was too rubby, had no taste. They said this almost broke my jaw. It's a damn told me easier. Yeah. Right, see if I can get it open this time. Enter solo, or I've got enter solo, I've got no choice. It didn't come up with that before, it just came up with A to enter. So I think there's lots of little glitches still in this game, to be honest. They're not, I haven't got over everything. Paint, antique, lead, oil can. Nope, okay. I think you get lead from those. Why is there always things there to kill you? What is killing me, more to the point? See, as soon as I take it. Yeah, it just seems like I couldn't get in there. The A button was coming up and I was pushing A like fury and nothing was happening. So I'm assuming there was a glitch with that. And yet when you went through it, then later said enter as team, enter with the team or enter solo, which didn't come up before. Right, okay. Craft, see what we can do here. It's a weapons bench, isn't it? So I'm gonna make myself a melee weapon, like. And the usual with my playstyle, I'm gonna make it a blunt one. What's going to give us the most damage? Extra force of 283, that's pretty good. And 302 lightning damage. Golf club, no. Lead pipe, no, not really interested. Power fish I used to enjoy quite a lot, but not anymore. Security baton, shepherd crook war drum. 382 damage, wow. So what to decide on it? I think I like the enforcer because that gives lightning damage as well. Whereas it's a slow weapon. It does 382 blunt damage. I like the enforcer better, it's not such a blunt instrument. So we're going to do one of those at level 50, just the one. Dragon War, not come across that one. Oh, in shelter, right, gotcha. I'll come out of that. I'll go back in it again and do modifications. Put some mods on it. I now know a fair few. Scrap that. Yeah, I like the idea of having a melee weapon. I've always tried to add a melee weapon in other games I've played. Super Sledge. 963 damage. Wow. Get rid of that. I might keep that Super Sledge actually. Let's see if we can put any mods on it. Legendary mod I can do up to 2-star. See what we get on there. Make a bit of luck. Plus 50% damage to humans is good, and 40% power attack damage is good. So we've still got room for a mod on that as well. So let's find this other one and see if we can put on there anything. Oh, we haven't got enough mods for that. But that's got a fair bit of damage on it anyway, so that's okay. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see what we can do with that. Right, let's go and find this person first of all. Got carried away there. 6 in over in there. Right, hello. Hello.
You've got some nerve coming down here, cannibal.
did try Fallout Shelter, as I believe I said to you, but I didn't really get on with it. It's not, I mean, I'm more into the sort of action games and all that sort of thing. I'm not a cannibal.
You might not look like one of them.
I am really. I've got a
but
cannibal perk.
you're not exactly here to give me cookies. Shame. Sorry. Clearly, you would have hurt me by now if you wanted to. If you're not one of those cannibals, then why are you here? Look, if I were you, I'd just leave. There's nothing worthwhile here. A revolt? Might have been a good fighter a while ago, but I don't do that anymore. Anyway, sounds like a one-way ticket to an early grave. If I'm not killed by something else. I got into some shady crap.
Oh god, I've got to fight someone else now. Look.
Waiting for any sign of me. At best, I lose a few fingers. At worst, I go to an early grave. Either way, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, let me help.
Okay, hero. I owe a guy some money. He's some loan shark hiding out in an office in Highwaytown.
Okay.
I was trying to find some cash to pay him off. I found this old note that talked about good jungle. I couldn't journey that far. Not without help. Old me would have just killed him. Now, I'm not so sure. So,
There's always
find
more
this
we got to do,
cash,
isn't there? It's horrible.
and we'll talk. Got it? Here's a note. I'll be waiting here for when you're back. Bye.
Not sure we need to write. That reads the note. Right, back out of here then. Some more ammo there. Don't know what ammo it is, but 308. But I can always sell it. Right. So let us go to.
Bet 50 caps that there'll be a dust
Oh, not this area again.
Or
If I'm able to retire next year, which is a chance I might be able to, then I might sort of give more time to gaming. I might be able to give more time to gaming. I'll probably play more Fallout 76, or even play on the Steam Deck, which I haven't got the Steam Deck out for ages. Right, so we've got to find these cats, which are no doubt guarded. Probably in the same place as well, actually. It's unusual. I've never found a place where you have to go to the same area to do the mission. It's usually spread all out across the map to encourage you to go and explore. I am going to try that new weapon out though. Whatever it was. Should we try the super sledge? It's a slow weapon, but 963 is a fair amount of damage. Let's try that. I've now got that damn butter stuck in my lap. I've got to put that on the playlist. The theme song's iconic as well. Well, I mean, a lot of my playlist does play into the idea of being British. I mean, there are a lot of songs which are British icons. I won't go into all the details now, but there's a lot of songs which are British icons. I think I can see where we need to be. And you can't imagine life growing up without knowing these songs. Well, we always used to have the radio on when I was a kid, and oh god. Well, that does one hit occasionally. Where am I? What are you shooting? Help if I could see what I'm doing.
Let's see who's stronger.
Ah, oh, just as I was about to, I killed him as well. I killed him, he killed me. Right, okay, that's got to be good. In fact, the thing's gone as well. This is the place place, isn't it? A church up here, is it? Is it a church? No, it's over this way somewhere. Well, we've got to respawn somewhere, so we might respawn here. That's where we started from. Yeah, well, as I was saying, we used to have the radio on because that's all we had before. We didn't have a TV until I was about sort of 6 or 7 years old. And we used to have the radio on all the time, and there was a thing called Two-Way Family Favourites, and it was kind of like if you imagine a 40s network where they play songs for people who are at home for people who are abroad serving in the forces. It was that kind of thing, except they used to play requests for people who had family that were separated for whatever reason or stuff like that, and that was always on, and they always used to play a lot of songs which I included in my playlist, because it was the background that I grew up to, sort of thing. In the 50s I liked rock and roll, tragedy songs like Terry and Tell Laura I Love Her, that kind of thing. In the 70s it was banging rock songs and even cheesy love songs and all sorts. As I said last time, I think we were playing, last time I was streaming, people told me you have to listen to these type of songs, otherwise you're this or that or whatever. As you get older, you just realise you can listen to whatever you feel like. It really doesn't matter, and I do. Someone else here? Yep. That is a pretty good weapon. I like this weapon. Right, so we've just got to find this now. Apparently they've got decent weapons too. I thought I'd finished them off. I mean, I've been in getting these things together. What I've been doing is running through 60 compilation videos on YouTube to remind myself of songs that I've forgotten, because it's not all stored up here. A lot of songs, I run through and I think, oh yeah, I like that one, I'll pop that one on there and so on. But what I will say is all the songs that I've put on there, and I think I've said this before, but all the songs that I've put on there, I would be able to give you at least 1 or 2 verses worth of lyrics from them. I do know them that well that I would be able to do that. And a lot of them I had in the car when the kids were growing up. And that's what I'm saying. These are always songs which I've enjoyed but forgotten about, or just generally enjoyed, but they were so long ago that I had to remind myself. But I promise you, these are all songs that reflect parts of my life. For instance, there's one song on there called Morning Tail Ride by the Seekers. At the time, I'd just split up with my first wife, and the kids were with her. And I used to think it's a song about children going to sleep and comparing it to a train ride. And I've always, at that time, it always never failed to move me to nearly tears. I had to leave the kids behind, and I listened to that, and I welled up inside. It's that kind of thing. So basically, that's what I'm saying to you. It's all stuff that meant something to me. Oh, come on, where are you? Comes. Oh, I love this weapon. There's me saying I can't find a weapon to actually do one hit on everybody, and it does. There's some stuff over the back here. Right, that's that. Another one of these are Braxo cases. We take that just in case. Some more loose gears. Always do with them. And to the loan shark. But if we kill him, don't we get to keep all the money? Or can you not do that? It's worth a try, surely. Right, okay, back we go. Oh, very bright out there today. On YouTube, I mean. On YouTube. On Fallout. Right, now where is he? He's in this area. Why have I got the bouncy ball for now? We don't know where this guy is, so it's bound to be inside somewhere. See, the British method, just going back to your steak thing, the British method of cooking always says that if you can see blood, the meat's not cooked thoroughly enough and you're going to kill yourself. I've just gone back reading the chat again. I do that quite a bit. Right, where are we? 28 in that direction. Oh, please let me kill him. Please.
Got nothing better to do with whisper tasty trail mix replacements.
Well then, round this way. Loans.
Stay out of my business, I'll stay away. Ran into a death fly
One thing I also found, I don't know, certain songs by the Beatles, I mean everyone says, oh the Beatles, British band, love them, love them. I didn't like the Beatles.
This town has a lot to give, as long as you pull your weight.
Praise the Lord part, good song that is, yeah.
Man, our
I've actually put some songs from Fallout on the oh god, playlist as well, especially from Fallout 4, because it really annoyed me. No, sorry, from this one, it really annoyed me when I first started playing this that I couldn't have the radio on without getting copyright. So yeah, not good. 8. There somewhere. I think he's in there.
we can unite and stick to the Rust. Hungry? Let's get
Can we
mayo.
open more doors? Can we talk to him from here? Yeah.
Get hurt some caps. You know, I really don't like that name. It sounds so predatory.
I ain't a predator.
What can I do you for? Oh. Not surprised the man isn't already black. Well, I won't complain, caps are caps. If I'm honest, I really was looking forward to seeing you.
That's not creepy at all, is it?
She heard me good about paying off.
Don't start nonsense.
An easy transaction, right at the beginning.
Bah, humbug.
But, this doesn't cover
Oh, you didn't say anything about that.
an
How much is it?
opportunity.
Yeah, charisma. We've got charisma.
Wish I could be there to see it. You have yourself a deal, but only because I'm bad smoke.
He's a very creepy young man.
Give me that. She's a free woman now.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Military music is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, as I mentioned, the Dam Busters thing.
It's home.
It's musical. There's no verses to it. There's no words to it. It's just a song. It's just a tune, and it's great. I like a lot of American stuff. I like Marching Through Georgia, Battle Hymn of the Republic, all that sort of thing. Always gets me, even though I'm not American. I enjoy that.
Time to take on a bounty or two.
There's there's another tune in there which was number one in the UK hit parade back in 70 something, 77, 78 I think. And it's just the band of the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards all playing bagpipes, playing Amazing Grace.
May be
Again, no words. You know, I mean, everyone knows the words to Amazing Grace, but there's no words. It's just a tune. And Amazing Grace just happens to be one of my favourite hymns as well, even though I'm not religious. Never believe it, would you? There's another one as well. There's Sarah Brightman. You may be familiar with Sarah Brightman. She was in a lot of um, Android Webber stuff. Yep, that's good too. White Cliffs of Dover. Um, and this song she sings is called Hymn, and it's not him as in religious music. It's him as in him, male. And she sings it to the tune of Dear Lord and Father of Mankind, which is another one of my favourite hymn tunes, and I've got that on the playlist as well. It's all, I can't explain why I like any particular tune on that list. It's just a case of I like it and I put it on there. It's as simple as that. The reason I like it might be the tune, the verse, the structure of it, um, just that it says something that resonates with me. It could be just as simple as that. I mean, I've got a couple of Helen Reddy songs, and she sang some really weird out there stuff. She sang Angie Baby, which is about a girl who manages somehow to get boys into a bedroom and then trap them in a radio so that she can get them out later on. I know it sounds crap, but that is exactly what it is. And she also sang Delta Dawn, which is about a woman who's sort of got a weird kind of vibe going on. But the Beatles, I was talking about the Beatles, and I like some Beatles stuff. I like stuff that sort of kind of tells a story about the location they lived in, Liverpool, such as Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane. But some of their stuff is absolute rubbish. I mean, I Am the Walrus. No, sorry. So I've put in what I like of their stuff and left out what I don't. It's as simple as that. Yeah, psychedelia is fine, but you can take it too far. Then you got weird and wonderful stuff that's just so sing-along you can't help but sing to it. I'm thinking stuff like Millie, My Boy Lollipop, that kind of stuff. There's a doorway around here somewhere. It's, it's here, isn't it? Some of the stuff's quite personal as well. There's a song called She, which is by, in my case, I picked the version that was by Elvis Costello. There was a version by Charles Aznavour as well, and She is mine and Carol's Air tune. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of the stuff is distinctly odd and weird. Um, I was watching a video this morning actually about various people that Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, and so on, who are all fixated on, shall we say, younger females, and also known for violence and all that sort of thing. It kind of tarnishes their legacy when you know that, but it's part of what made them what they are, I suppose. But for me, the mark of a good song is when you hear it and you just can't stop singing it or humming it or whatever. Eugene, what are you doing here?
I know my way here. Escaping a big green tyrant will do that for you.
There's
That's
something a
why I
bit
keep
fishy
my
about all of
mouth
this, isn't there?
shut around here. Dead issue. Is the issue solved?
Oh, yep.
No, Spike. You don't get to just act all jolly now. I know what you're like, and I do not appreciate you waltzing in here
They've got a bit of
acting
history,
like
these
you're
two, haven't they?
Grandad.
I am a changed man. My raider days are far behind me. Not now.
Oh, interesting lie. What will that do? Doesn't do you any good though, because you still paid out the cats, whatever happens. That doesn't sound very good English. I paid off some of your debt, but could keep some myself. That would have been I paid off some of your debt, but kept some myself, surely. No, I'm not going to lie, because there's probably all kinds of ramifications to that.
What did I tell you? They always help out.
No kidding. Spike, Eugene, filled me in on the details of this revolt. Look, I'm not opposed to helping. It's time I do something good, for once. It's what my brother would want. You'll all probably die without me there anyway. But I'm not happy about working with a liar like Eugene. I'll see you in the kingdom, Warren.
Okay.
I'm glad you could help, Mac. He'll be a great addition to the finances. How'd it go with the other guy? Great. 2 strong advisors.
Are you kidding me?
Again, expert. Exactly what we need. You did a great job. The final part of our plan is coming. We need someone to infiltrate the union and keep it in hidden. It's obvious, but you're the best person for the job. I get the feeling he's real interested in you. So chances are he won't kill you on sight.
Hmm.
I'm not exactly, my expertise is needed elsewhere.
Okay.
Don't say that. This is the key that helped me escape the kingdom. This time, you'll use it to get back in. It unlocks an old maintenance door with service pipes that lead right up into the factory. Get into the arena and conquer the thing. While you do, we'll break in. Good luck.
I don't like this.
Animals never shut up!
Okay. Well, I might as well take it to its logical conclusion. The good thing about I thought he was in. Oh no, he's in. Yeah, he's in. Good thing about having a cold last night was I went to bed last night. I didn't wake up much during the night, so I had a fairly good night's sleep. However, I'd like to say it's probably the only time I'm going to get one for a while yet, until the cats are probably in their 10th or 12th year. Right, here we go then. Definitely like this weapon. It's slow, but gives you a chance to have a good old bash there. Alright, so going where? That way somewhere. This way. Right, I'll sort of see how well it did against Deathclaw. The answer is not very well indeed, or at all even, should I say. I've got to come back out again. There's me if you had to go in there. It's over here somewhere then, obviously. There it is. I'm not saying the Beatles weren't a good band. They were, obviously, but they went a bit up their own backsides, basically. And that was what really annoyed me. They just seemed to have this idea that whatever they did was pure gold. And I mean, on that video I was watching earlier on, John Lennon was no Prince either. Right, let's have a bit of light on the subject. There you go. Really? Okay. Didn't know there was a stash box in it. Oh, no choice, got to go that way. No chance of that, was there? Well, I think we need a better weapon than that. So, O5, should we try that? Oh, we're in the arena. Okay.
Nice of you to finally show up.
Well, it's only be like that.
Change of plan. Seems our friends couldn't quite cut it in here.
I knew there was something bad about this.
You mourn vermin. These are his carcasses.
I wanted to show the king that all you need to do is kick over a few rocks to make the world revolve.
I knew there was something nasty about this guy.
That cold heart is why the Rust King is so fond of whiskey. Maybe you haven't figured it out yet, but I used you. You were my prey and my bait. I simply sowed the seeds, planted ideas of revolution, coaxed insects out of the woodwork. You rounded up the roaches and said, "The
Okay.
king knows how good I can be." Don't you understand? You weren't in this little town alone. The Rust King pitted us against each other. He wanted to see who had the appetite to help rule his wasteland. After the king laid down the gauntlet, I put together a plan to root out potential problems while
Let's
making
fight him,
you
aren't we?
all the same. All to be the good friends you serve. Ha! Couldn't go around by my old raider named Spike, could I? Those do-gooder idiots would have sniffed me out and ruined everything. I spent all this hard work just to earn me a place at the top. Don't you, my king?
You don't speak for me. You forget that I have eyes that can pierce everywhere. I have seen your
start fighting. Got some fuel, only a little bit. I can't do that to him. Right, okay, so we need a better weapon. Suppose we could do worse than this super sledge we've been using. I love this weapon. Actually got me before I got a armor respawn on this one. I've forgotten that until you mentioned it earlier on, you know, praise the Lord and hide the ammunition. Great song that is. Right, I think I need a ranged weapon now. I'm going to go with the old-fashioned ones. I've got loads of ammo for it. Great. Oh dear. How many have we got there? Yeah, I'm thinking about full health anyway, because I mean, I go into every battle with a disadvantage that so I think what I'm going to do this time, it'll give me less carry weight, but I'm going to go in, take some rad awake, and that'll put me up a bit. That'll give me at least some health to play with before I get killed. And I'm also going to put a power armor on. So let's put on my yeah, excavate. That gives us a carry weight so we can pick stuff up. Right, that should do it. I won't get killed quite so quickly anyway. I'll have my stuff back, thank you very much. Yeah, I definitely need a melee build, I think, as well. I'm thinking about getting rid of the radiated one as well. All it does is give me carry weight, which I can get through having the excavator suit on. one shot it right at the very end. Okay, we're still doing alright though. Yeah, I could go a melee build as long as I had a weapon like the super sledge. I'll be quite happy with that. I'll run out of ammo in a minute. Yeah, and there are times. I mean, I think the mixed build will probably be better for me because I can get range and close up then as well. Right, let's go over here. Find out where they are. Well, I wonder if I can kill one or two of them with a melee. I know it's probably a pretty radical thing for me to suggest it, bearing in mind that I'm absolutely hopeless at melee normally. Let's see. Where is it? Super sledge. There we go. Okay, sneak round the back. Quite nervous here. No, don't want to do any good in this situation. But I'm running out of ammo with my other one. No, it's not doing any good. About holy fire, is that any good? I'm not sure. Probably not, but we'll give it a go. I've got no fuel, have we? No. No, it's okay, it's not a problem. If I don't do it. Got no weapons, no ammo, nothing. Okay, I think I'm going to have to give up on this. Oh, still not dead yet. Not quite. I wish I had. No, I'm going to need to get some more ammo together, so it's not a problem. I presume it stays like that though. I don't think it goes back any other way, does it? So you can't go back to when you were before you did the other two bits. I suppose we can run ourselves out of ammo, but then I'm going to have nothing left when I first start next one. If I could just get one of them down, it'd be great. No, it just killed me in too quickly. Okay, look, it's gone over 2 hours now, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that for the time being. I haven't got enough weaponry. My guns don't do enough. My guns do enough damage. I'm going to have to see if I can finish this off like that. Yeah, I probably will be. Yeah, I need to take a break, to be honest. I mean, everything's been getting on top of me. So I don't really saw. I said I've been struggling with mental health recently, which I have. And it's probably best if I give a bit of a break. Even when concentrating on one is not doing me any good. Right, okay. What I'll probably do offline is get a load more ammo together. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. So thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate that. When I've sort of made perhaps when I've made myself some more ammo, we might get into that again. But for the moment, I hope you have a great Christmas. We'd like to see. Oh no, I'll be on the 23rd. I will be on the 23rd, but I probably won't be playing Fallout. I'll see how it goes. Yeah, so I'll see you on the 23rd, and then after that, obviously, we'll probably go our separate ways for Christmas, and we can all compare notes.